So you know that free version of ChatGPT we've all been using? Well, you might want to get ready because ads could be showing up right inside your prompts. And while OpenAI is testing out commercials, Google just made a huge promise. They say Gemini will stay completely ad-free. It's a real clash of the titans, and it brings up a massive question about the future of AI.
It really boils down to this. Which one of these giants is actually trying to help you, and which one just sees you as, well, inventory to be sold? That's the core of what we're going to break down today. And let me tell you, the answer is way more complicated than you might think. Okay, first up, let's talk about the move that really kicked this whole thing off. OpenAI's decision to start playing with ads. This could totally change what we thought we knew about the free tier of AI. That's right, OpenAI has officially announced they're testing ads right inside ChatGPT for free users. Now look, we always knew free wasn't really free. I mean, somebody's got to pay to keep those massive server farms running. But it seems like the old strategy of just trying to get free users to upgrade to a paid plan isn't quite cutting it anymore. They do promise the ads will be clearly labeled and that they won't mess with the AI's answers, but still, this is a huge first step into in-product advertising. But what's really fascinating here is the timing. Right as they're announcing these ad tests, they've also expanded their $8 a month ChatGPT Go plan to be available pretty much everywhere. The strategy seems pretty obvious, right? Introduce a little bit of annoyance with ads on the free version, and then offer you a pretty affordable way out. It's a classic little nudge to get you to open your wallet. So, as you can probably guess, Google wasn't just going to sit back and let that happen. Their response was fast, it was direct, and it was clearly designed to draw a line in the sand. And boom, this is the statement that made headlines. Just as OpenAI is talking about ads, Google comes out and says, nope, Gemini will stay completely ad-free. No tests, no slow rollout, just a firm promise that they are not going down that road at all. So you're probably asking, how can Google afford to do that? Well, it really comes down to two totally different business models. OpenAI doesn't have a giant money-making machine on the side. They need ChatGPT itself to bring in cash. But Google? Oh, they're playing the long game. They can afford to keep Gemini ad-free because they can just use the massive profits from Google Search and their cloud business to pay for it. All they want is to keep you locked into their world where, trust me, they have plenty of other ways to make money off your activity. But here's the catch, because there's always a catch, right? Google's ad-free promise comes with its own price tag. And this time, you're not paying with your attention, you're paying with your personal data. To make their ecosystem even stickier and more essential to you, Google just rolled out a beta feature they're calling personal intelligence. And what this does is it allows Gemini to connect the dots across your entire digital life. We're talking your emails, your photos, your YouTube history, to truly understand your personal context. It's not just searching your stuff anymore, it's interpreting your life. Let me give you a perfect example that Google shared because it really shows you where this is all going. One of their execs couldn't remember his license plate number. So instead of having to search through his photos for the keyword license plate, Gemini just found it for him because it had the context to know what he was looking for without him even having to ask perfectly. That's the leap from simple search to this proactive, contextual reasoning. It's a huge deal. And that's the trade-off right there. You get a clean, ad-free experience, but in return, you're giving Google permission to train its AI on how you think, how you live, how you connect with people. Now, they say it's opt-in for now, but you're basically placing a bet that this incredibly powerful data gathering won't become the default down the road. As if all that wasn't enough, while these giants are fighting over your data and your attention, there's a completely different war raging in court. And this one is over the very soul of OpenAI. The lawsuit between Elon Musk and Sam Altman's team is heating up, and wow, is it getting personal. And this is not just some small legal spat. We are talking about a reported $134 billion in damages that Elon Musk is trying to get from OpenAI. That's a number so big it could totally reshape the company and honestly the entire AI industry. Musk is basically promising fireworks. He's alleging that OpenAI betrayed its original mission, and he's claiming that the evidence that's going to come out in this trial will expose exactly what was going on behind the scenes during the company's most critical founding years. But OpenAI is firing back hard. Sam Altman's team has released their own notes, and they include some truly wild allegations, like that Musk wanted to raise billions to build a city on Mars, and even had a plan to put control of artificial general intelligence into the hands of his own children. I mean, it's become this incredibly dramatic he said, she said battle over who really gets to control the future of AI.
Okay, so let's step back from all the courtroom drama and the corporate chess moves for a second, because there are two other developments happening that kind of signal where this technology is heading, and they represent two very, very different futures.
Think of it like a fork in the road. On one side, you've got this path of total integration. OpenAI just led a massive investment into a startup called Merge Labs, which is literally trying to connect AI directly to the human brain. But on the other side, you've got the path of privacy. The co-founder of the secure messaging app Signal just launched a new AI assistant called Confer that uses end-to-end encryption so your data is never stored or sold.
So after all that, where does this leave us?
Well, ultimately, it comes down to a choice that every single one of us is going to have to make.
So here's the bottom line. It looks like three clear paths are forming. Path 1, you pay with your attention through ad-supported AI like the free version of ChatGPT. Path 2, you pay with your data for a super integrated ad-free experience like Google's Gemini. Or Path 3, you pay with your actual money for a private, encrypted tool that might not have all the bells and whistles.
And that really just leaves us with this final, crucial question. Because this isn't just about which AI is smarter or faster anymore. It's about the kind of deal you're willing to make. It's about what kind of relationship you truly want with the tools that are becoming as essential as our phones or our email. And that choice, well, it's only going to get more complicated from here.